So, children, let us discuss. We have discussed the introduction of distance formula, how it is derived and how it is used. Now, let us do some example sums. Here, do the points 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2, just a moment, 3 minus 2, minus 2 minus 3, and 2, 3 form a triangle. So, whether they form a triangle or not, we are going to find using a distance formula. Now we will find the distance between these two, distance between these two, and distance between these two. So for the name's sake, let us name them A, B, C. Now here are PQR. Here in this example, they have marked it as PQR. Now they are applying PQ. With PQ they are applying this distance formula. So when they are applying distance formula, we are taking only the points P and Q. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So question is x2 minus x1 whole square, that is, or we can take x1 minus x2 whole square also. So here they have taken x1 minus x2 whole square. Let us take it. So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square square root. So in place of x1 we have 3, x2 minus 2, minus into minus plus 2 it will become. Similarly y1 minus y2, in place of, for example, here 3 minus of x2 minus 2, so it becomes 3 plus 2. Similarly 2 minus of minus 3, it becomes 2 plus 3, so 2 plus 3 whole square, that is root 5 square plus 5 square, root 50. Around approximate these values, even if you don't put also no problem, only if you write up to root 50 it will be sufficient. Similarly QR, let us take these two QR points. Now this becomes x1 x2 y1, x1 y1 x2 y2. Now x1 minus x2 whole square, minus 2 whole square, and y1 minus y2 whole square, minus 3 whole square. So this becomes minus 4 whole square, minus 6 whole square, around it is root 52. Similarly PR, between these 2 points also they have found the distance. They are called it as, this one as x1 y1, x2 y2. The distance has come to root 2. Now let us see approximation how they have done. Let us see. Coming to the approximation part, root 50, that is 7 7s are 49. So it is very much nearer to 49. So they have taken 7 point something instead of doing entire thing. Now this one is also somewhere near 7.21, and this is 1.4. So in our triangle, whether 3 points form a triangle or not, how do we decide? If any two of them, if you add, out of these 3, if you add any 2, it must be greater than the third one. If you add these 2, 8, it will be greater than this one. If you add these 2, it is greater than 1, or if you add these 2, it is greater than this one. So they are forming a triangle. So though that concept from geometry is involved here, the main concept here is to make you understand finding distance formula. Coming to the second example, show that the points are vertices of a square. So square means, let us call this name A, B, C, D. Let us find the distance between these two. 1 minus 4 whole square, 7 minus 2 whole square, root 34. Similarly between these 2 points, 4 minus of minus 1, 4 plus 1 whole square, 2 minus of minus 1, 2 plus 1 whole square, 25 plus 9, 34. Now similarly between the next two points, that is these 2 points C and D, minus 1 minus of minus 4, that will become plus 5 plus 4, minus 1 plus 4 whole square, minus 1 minus 4 whole square. Okay, it is root 34 again. Between the first point and the last point AD, 1 minus of minus 4, 1 plus 4, 7 minus 4, 3. So 25 plus 3, 34. Here we have got all 4 sides as root 34. So you may be feeling this is a square, but 4 sides are equal in rhombus also. For it to be a square, if you want to confirm it is a square, the diagonals also must be equal. Diagonal means first point and third point, second point and fourth point. So first and third point AC we are going to find out. AC 1 minus minus 1, 1 plus 1 whole square, and 7 minus minus 1, 7 plus 1 whole square, that is root 68. Similarly BD, these 2 points, 4 minus of minus 4 plus 4 whole square, 2 minus of minus 4, 2 minus 4 whole square, that is root 68. So diagonals are equal, all the 4 sides are equal, so we can say this is a square. And let us see for other different shapes. So what are the shapes that are parallelogram, okay, and then it becomes a rectangle, and then there is a rhombus, and then there is square. So these are the four shapes generally they'll ask you to prove. So for parallelogram rectangle, how do we prove? For parallelogram, opposite sides equal and diagonals not equal. Okay, for rectangle, opposite sides equal, opposite sides are equal, and diagonals also equal. And for rhombus, all sides equal, diagonals not equal. And for square, all sides equal and diagonals also equal. Okay, so using these techniques, so by whenever you are given 4 points and asked to find out or prove it as a square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, so we will follow this strategy. First we follow all 4 distances, that is A, B, C, D. A, B, B, C, C, D. All these 4 we find out along with this diagonals also. So there will be 6 distance formulas. After calculating all the 6 distance formulas, we will check which of these 4 it is matching, so accordingly it will be that figure. So based on this, there are some questions in the exercise, you can solve them later. Now moving on to the next question. Here figure shows arrangement of desks in a classroom. Ashima, Bharati and Kamala are seated on 3, 1, 6, 4, 8, 6. Do you think they are seated in a line or not? So how do we find out whether they are seated in a line? So let us find out the point A, that is 3, 1. B 6, 4. C 8, 6. Now let us find out the distance between these two, then these three. So let us find out AB, BC, AC. If distance between AB and distance between BC, if you add these two, if you are getting AC, then we can say it is a line. Otherwise it is not a line, because in case if they are not in line, A, B, C are in line, if you add these two distances, you will get the total distance. In case they are not in line, C is somewhere, if you add these two distances, actual distance will be less. Okay, you got the concept? So to prove them, we will have to find out AB, BC and CA distances. So AB is root 3 minus 6 whole square plus 1 minus 4 whole square. Similarly, BC 6 minus 8 whole square, 4 minus 6 whole square. AC 3 minus 8 whole square plus, what is that? 3 minus 6 whole square and 1 minus 6 whole square. Of course, square root, square root, square root. So when you simplify this, you will get the distances, and if the distances are adding to one another, look at the example, the solution is given there. If the distances are adding up, we can say yes, they are in straight line. If they are not adding, means if you are adding two distances and not getting the third one, you can say they are not in a straight line. Moving on to the next question. 7th question. Find the relation between x and y such that point is equidistant. Equidistance means this point is how much distance it is from 7, 1 to xy. Same distance is from 7, 1 to xy जो distance है, and 3, 5 to जो xy का distance है, दोनों same है. This is what they have given. Equidistant, the meaning is this one, and now we will have to find out. Let us find this distance, 7 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square. Here square root under 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square. So if you write like this, you are getting a very big square root. Solving using square root on our head is very difficult. So instead of taking AP is equal to BP, means this point they have called as P, this one A, B and P. Since they are saying this point P is at equal distance from A and B, so AP is equal to BP. Instead of taking AP is equal to BP, we will take AP square is equal to BP square. The benefit will be like the square root will be eliminated automatically. So without square root, the simplification will be equal. So instead of AP is equal to BP, we will square on both sides and we will take AP square is equal to BP square. So only the inside parts are left out here, simplified. And finally we got because here x square cancelled, y square cancelled. Then after simplification, finally we got x minus y is equal to 2. So this is how we have created this thing. Just sit patiently and see, you will understand. Next question and final example. See, unlike in the earlier this one, these here examples are stressed because this chapter coordinate geometry is a very scoring part, because in this chapter children rarely lose any mark. Very easy things, straight away formulas we are going to do. Now let us see the fifth question. Find a point on y axis, which is equidistant from these 2 points. So now in the previous question some point it is given, both are unknown, but here in this question y-axis it is given. So any point on y-axis, just now in the introduction in the 2 videos before we have learned that any point on y-axis will be like 0 1 0 2 0 3. So any point on y-axis will be of the form 0 comma y. So 0, first one will be 0 common, and second some value will be there. So we are taking that point on y-axis is 0 comma y. So point P we are taking as 0 y. In the previous question it was xy. Now here it is 0 y, and the given 2 points are equal distance from this. So A to P, AP distance is equal to B to P. As I said, to remove the square root, we will square it first. So we are taking AP square is equal to BP square. Now we will take a 6 minus 0 whole square, 5 minus y whole square. Similarly, minus 4 minus 0 whole square and 3 minus y whole square. Now after simplifying this, we got y square and y square gets cancelled. So what is left out? 4. We get finally 4y is equal to 36, y is equal to 9. So this is example number 5. Now coming to exercise 7.1. Here we are asked to find out the distance. So you directly write the formula, root 2 minus 4 whole square plus 3 minus 1 whole square. 2 minus 4 whole square plus 3 minus 1. x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So what it becomes automatically, 2 minus 4 minus 2 whole square 4, 3 minus 1 2 square 4, root 8. If you are this you can write as 2. So root 2 cube, that is 2 square into 2. So here root 2 square into root 2. 2 root 2 also you can write, or else you can stop it near root 8 also. Similarly you can find out these 2 also. Here in the third case, instead of values they have given us this A, B and B. C. Here also whatever they have given, we apply our known formula, that is x1. In place of x1 we have A, in place of x2 minus A, that becomes A plus A whole square, plus in place of y1 they have given B, and in place of y2 they have given minus B. Minus of minus, it becomes plus B whole square. So root 2A square plus 2B square whole square, of course, that is 4A square plus 4B square. So here we can simplify, or even you can take 4 as common and you can write root 4 is 2 and root A square plus B square. This way also you can write. Now find the distance between these 2 points. So write down between 0 0 and any point, what happens generally? Between 0 0 and 36 minus 0, 36 square, 15 minus 0, 15 square. So in here, whenever 0 is there, instead of writing x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square, instead of writing all these stories, you can simply, because x1 y1 are 0 0 0, you can directly write x square plus y square. The other point directly 36 square plus 15 square you can write. That is a formula here. Now determine if the third question, moving on to the third question, determine the 3 points are collinear. Same, we have discussed that bench problem, A, B, C. Collinear means they should be on same line. If they are on same line, 2 distances if you add, you will get the third distance. So out of these 3, find out which is the biggest distance. That should be equal to the sum of the other 2 smaller distance. So let us name them A, B, C. Find AB, BC, AC. Out of this, whichever is big, for let us suppose if BC is big, it must be equal to AB plus AC. Then only you can write they are collinear. Otherwise they are not collinear, we will write. Here again, next question, it is asked to show that these 3 points are vertices of a isosceles triangle. Obviously A, B, C, let us take, find out distance AB, BC, AC using the formula. root x1 minus x2 whole square, y1 minus y2 whole square. Each time two points you take and you find out the distance. If you get two distances equal, then you can call it isosceles triangle. If you get all three equal, then you can call it equilateral triangle. If you don't get any two sides as equal values, you can say it is a Scalene triangle. Very good. Now coming to next question. This question appeared in last year's exam because nowadays in exams we have CCT based questions, means creative and critical thinking. Instead of directly giving 2 points and asking for distance, they will present it to you in the form of a story. So you have to read the story, you have to understand it is based on the distance formula, and you have to apply the distance formula. Here A, B, C, D are shown as shown in the figure. A, B, C, D we know. Now what they are saying, A, B, C, D we have. Now what they are saying, Champa and Chameli walk into class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, don't you think ABCD is a square? ये तो देखने में square लग रहा है. Is it not a square is what they are asking. So if it is a square, what should we do? First let us find out the points of all these children. A का point, A value it is 3, 4. D value 6, 1. C value 9, 4. B value again 6, 7. So we have all the 4 points A, B, C, D. Now we have done in our example sums how to show it is a square. We will find out A, B, C, D. So we will find out A, B, B, C, C, D, A, D. All 4 sides, if all 4 sides are equal, you can say it is a rhombus or square. Then you will find out the diagonals AC and BD also. If these two are also equal, if it comes, then only we can say it is a square. So fine, why don't you check once using the distance formula. And this question is also similar manner. Type of quadrilateral they are asking. Simply we will find this way AB. We will name them A, B, C, D. We will draw a diagram like this. We find out AB, BC, CD, AD and AC, BD. And I have given you criteria for parallelogram, rectangle, square as well as rhombus. So you can find out whether what kind of quadrilateral is that. Now the 7th question, show that the point on x-axis, find the point on x-axis. In the example we had a point on y-axis, so we took 0 by there. On x-axis the point will be, x-axis all points will be 1 0, 2 0, 3 0, like that it will be there. Means the x value will be there, y value will be 0. So now the point P we take as x comma 0 and these 2 points as A and B. So we write AP is equal to BP. In order to remove that square root, big square root in our distance formula, we write as AP square is equal to BP square, and we solve, we will get the value of x. If you still have doubt, refer to our example sum we have done with y-axis. Now here coming to the 8th question, find the values of y for which the distance between these two is equal to 10. So PQ is equal to 10, it is given. Again, to get rid of the big square root, we can write PQ square, squaring on both sides, is equal to 10 square. PQ square is equal to 100. Now PQ distance, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So 2 minus 10 whole square plus minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 100. Now minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 100. Here 2 minus 10, 8. 8 square, 64. So minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 100 minus 64 is equal to 36. That is equal to 6 square. Minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 6 square. So minus 3 minus y can be root 6 square. That is minus 3 minus y can be plus 6 और minus 3 minus y can be रूट में से निकालते वक्त प्लस और माइनस दोनों आ सकता है. So minus y is equal to 6 plus 3, 9. So y can be minus 9 or y is equal to minus 6 plus 3. Minus y is equal to minus 3. So y can be 3. This way you can solve this problem. I have not done willingly. I did not complete it in a neat, beautiful manner because I want you to do these sums. I am just giving you the clues here. Moving on to the next question. 9th question, if Q is equidistant from P as well as R, means PQ is equal to QR, it is given. In order to remove that long square root, we write PQ square, take squaring on both sides, PQ square is equal to QR square. Now find the distance between 0, 1 and 5, 3, 0, 1 and x6. x को x जैसा ही छोड़ के सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो x का वैल्यू आएगा. So we have an example in this model. Similarly, find the relation between x and y such that xy is equidistant. So here also AP is equal to BP, AP square is equal to BP square. We have done an example in this way also. So this way you can solve questions of exercise number 1. In case of any doubt, you can call me back. You can send me on personal WhatsApp. So that's all for today. Thank you.